The Palaszczuk government getting back to work following a major reshuffle in the cabinet. 8 ministers stepping into new roles to address pressing concerns in housing, youth crime and health. The Premier emphasises that this marks a fresh start for a government.
I want fresh eyes and I want fresh energy. This is exactly the reset the government has needed.
Shannon Fentiman, previously serving as the Attorney General, now takes on the crucial responsibilities of Minister for Women and also the health portfolio. Fentiman switches positions with Yvette Darth, who assumes the role of Attorney General and Minister for Justice, along with the additional duty of addressing domestic and family violence, coming just days after the backing of her place in the health portfolio.
Will the Premier act to remove the Minister?
The answer is no.
The Premier holds the view that there was more that we could have been doing and thinks that there's someone else who can do that better. I respect that.
Taking imminent action to tackle these pressing issues and getting the community back on the government's side is of high importance for the Premier. This includes addressing major ambulance ramping delays and challenges faced by maternity services in regional Queensland.
I'll be asking hard questions of the department about whether or not they have that laser-like focus.
Additionally, youth crime remains a prominent concern, prompting the return of Di Farmer, who previously held the youth justice portfolio up until the last election, to now regain control of the troublesome system.
The Premier, her number one goal is community safety.
The Minister already implementing measures to curb the rise in youth crime rates.
This is the first of 5 new co-responder teams.
Megan Scanlon, considered a rising star amongst Labor Party ranks in Queensland, leaving her old portfolio of Minister for Science and Youth Affairs, now becoming a housing minister who doesn't even own a house.
And like many young people my age, I'm a renter, and so I will always stand up for young people. We know that Queenslanders are doing it tough. Australians are doing it tough right now as a result of inflation and cost of living pressures.
Among the other ministers part of the Premier's reshuffle is Transport Minister Mark Bailey, also taking on the additional portfolio of digital services. Leanne Ecknock will be the Minister for Treaty Aboriginal Services and Torres Strait Islander Partnerships. Leanne Leonard will be the Minister for Environment and Great Barrier Reef, Science and Multicultural Affairs. And Craig Crawford will take on the additional portfolio of child safety. But with all these reshuffles, the opposition isn't buying it.
That this is more chaos and crisis of the Palaszczuk government. If Anastasia Palaszczuk thinks that changing a few faces around in a reshuffle is going to save her dying government, she's got another thing coming. The clowns are still there and the circus is the same. But Queenslanders will not buy the fact that this is going to reset the government and fix the issues that matter importantly to Queensland.
I have the team and the capability in my team to take the fight up to the LNP at the next election.
The New Look ministry now has just over a year to connect with voters, and the latest YouGov poll is anything to go by, showing the Premier at her lowest approval rating since 2015. The government has a lot of work ahead of them. At State Parliament in Brisbane, Austin Pollock, 6 News.